to the Raw Room.
Welcome back to the Raw Room. We are in here with a special guest. We had to roll the red carpet out. Today we got Jenna Bandy in this thing. Welcome. We appreciate
What's up, guys?
you. Now, most people probably know you know where you from. They ain't saying you throw tight spirals, 50-yarders on YouTube going viral. You over here trying to beat your own record as we speak. At the same, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We saw that too. We saw that too. But then you got some humble beginners now. You was a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Out of Cali, come out of Cal State, Monterey Bay. Now, I will not lie, never heard of it. But hey, it's okay though. I played in California for a little minute, so I know, there's some little duck out spots we don't know all about. But hey, I understand. But you were there, your senior year, you averaged 14 points. You was out there doing your thing. Now, you from what part of California you from?
I'm from Thousand Oaks, California.
Thousand Oaks. That sounds like where some money at.
Right.
Hey, like I said, I played out there for a little bit, so I know a little something, I had a little training camp out that way one time.
Yeah, it's where Mamba Sports Academy is.
Oh, okay. So now we're talking
big money out there.
Now, were you coming up in high school, were you out there hooping against like some of the best hoopers in the state of California?
Not in actually high school, but when I was playing AAU ball, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It go down to AAU.
What? I feel like if you didn't get a part of AAU, then you missed out, especially coming up as any type of athlete. I play, wasn't the best hooper.
I didn't play AAU.
Since I was about 5-6 years old, baby, sign me up. Let's go. Tryouts, what? Hell yeah, let's go. But anyways, now, we're going to get to what we are here for, the meat and potatoes. Now, you are a Guinness Book of World Record holder.
Yes.
Now, I do have a question.
Do you know for what?
You are, that's what we see. That's another question. I got a lot of questions here. So, now you were in the book for a pass, right? A throw.
Yeah, so I have the farthest football throw into a target by a female.
Into a target. Oh, how far was it?
It's only 30 yards, but I had to do it with the NFL side.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I could throw it farther than 30 yards for sure.
But still, you threw it into it. Yes or no, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And you said it was an NFL side ball.
And then, so I did it into a basketball hoop because it was just kind of like an impromptu, spontaneous thing. Like I was with my friends making a YouTube video and we were playing horse. But we were doing it with football. So we were just kind of do little tricks. And then I was like, I bet I can hit this thing. Like,
oh, you can say whatever you want to over here at the Raw Room. We'll give a fuck.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you do not have to hold your tongue. Be yourself out there.
Hell no.
Yeah, so it's, one of my friends, he already had 17 Guinness World Records. So he knew, he grew up like juggling like halftime performances and stuff, but he loves basketball too. And so like he has 17 Guinness World Records, like for like most toilet paper rolls balanced on head, like stuff like that. So he got me, and he got me and two other guys that were all pretty. We set some Guinness World Records, and we got in front of a judge, and we all set world records one day. It was pretty cool.
That's live.
Now, how do you go about what's just want to call the Guinness Book of World Records? Like, how do you just hit them a text message, send them an email?
Yeah, right. You know what it is? I wouldn't have known unless my guy Josh, he was
since he got 17 of them,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn. I wouldn't even think about it. Now, I got a question for you. You said you threw the ball into a basketball goal. That was your Guinness Book of World Record. Now, you know who Greg Zuerlein is? You know the what's they like Punters Matter or some shit like that? They used to do like punting the ball. Johnny Hecker, he used to punt the ball off the roof into like a kiddie pool. He used to punt. So one day, only reason I asked, one day we was in yoga, right? All the rookies had yoga and all the specialists was in there snapping, kicking, punting shit. And I don't know how, they just rolled a basketball goal in. And they all the way at the end, 100 and some yards down that way. And Greg Zuerlein just booted. Kick it off, and boom, right there in the goal from like 100 some yards away. It was crazy. It was amazing. They went crazy, and we in the middle of yoga now. We supposed to be quiet. It's on YouTube somewhere, but I just thought about that, and I was like, did you see Greg do that or something? But that's crazy to do.
You gotta call a judge.
How many times did it take you to do that?
So when we were just out at the park one day, it took me like 10 tries. But in front of the adjudicator, it took me a while.
What's
and
the
I was
adjudicator?
getting mad.
That's the judge.
You don't call them a judge. They say they're adjudicators. But like, so you couldn't bank it in.
That weak ass shit.
You couldn't bank. You couldn't bank it in.
You had to hit it.
Oh, you had to
it had to be straight in.
Right.
So I remember that day. So it was 4 of us. We all had Guinness World Records to set that day. We rented out a gym for 2 hours. And like, one guy, he did his like 360 dunks in a minute. And then I went and I threw probably like 30 balls and I didn't hit it. And we're like, we'll just come back to you. Everyone got their Guinness World Records. And then I had a little bit of time left in the rental hours, I had like another half hour.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, I'm not about to walk out of here and be the only person
that
walk out with Guinness World Record. So I was getting like frustrated and emotional. So like when I finally hit it, I was like so overcome with relief. Like I don't know how many tries, but I could tell you it took me a while.
It took you almost a whole rental time, basically.
Yeah.
Now, not only are you over here throwing balls in the goals, but you got something going on with the sailing Grand Prix.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like how do you get involved?
Right, how do you get into
How do you go from basketball to throwing the football to sailing?
My social media, like, I really try to showcase my multi-sport talents and not just basketball. And so I think, the sailing Grand Prix, Sail GP USA, they hit me and they were like, they just thought I was a good fit to come out there because I do other sports. I mean, I'm not an extreme sports person, but hey, I'll do it, So I had to go through this whole safety test where they dunk you under the water.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it was actually kind of like
you about to be an astronaut.
Right.
But I was just out there during their practice time, so, but I was doing the stuff that they were doing. Like the thing is totally wind operated, but it goes like 60 miles an hour and you're on that thing. I remember one time the driver turned and I wasn't ready. And I almost flew off that shit. But I was like, this can't be like that hard. Like you just go from this little thing to that thing. But literally when you run across the sailboat, it's in the water.
It's in
so
the
like
water. You can't control it. Yeah.
And then you hop in and you have a job to do. Like they all have certain jobs to do. Like one is doing this, one's pulling, one's driving. And then I'm like, oh, we're going to go back the other way. Literally every 10 seconds, we would go across and then 10 seconds and then go across. And I'm like, oh gosh, this is a workout.
Have you seen that? You watch Netflix, I'm sure. They have a documentary called Bad Sport.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was just watching that the other night with my mom.
As soon as I saw that,
they're fixing games and stuff.
That one too. But I'm talking about it was some cartel members, leaders, and they also was into sailing, and they were into Grand Prix sailing. They were doing that, and so when I saw that about you, that's all I was thinking about. Like,
I haven't seen that.
The cartel. That's one of the episodes on that, but you like you said, you do all types of sports, but back to football, you got a big, NFL draft coming up. You got a celebrity football game for the draft. How
you did your research, man?
Yeah, we
this
do
is a team over here. We are a team. We trying to be one of the greatest. We just striving to be great.
You gotta watch the tape, man.
Yeah, we watching film, but we're not Jamarcus Russell over here. You can't Jamarcus Russell us. You ain't giving us no blank tapes.
Right.
But yeah, so how do you just even get all these type of things? Like you said, the sailing Grand Prix. How do you come about getting these type of?
To be honest, I just it's nice that I am a girl. So like in these like events, like they try to look to get a girl involved, and I'm kind of like the token athlete. You know what I mean? Like, so this NFL flag football game, it's against a big YouTube group versus another big YouTube group, right? And so they're like, so the NFL is part of it, right? And they're like, we should, have some diversity and get a girl on each team. So they have on the other team, Team AMP, they have an NFL flag football girl player. Then I'm the one on Team Feyz. And so I'm like, hell yeah, I'm down. Because I think it's what's, like I show my football stuff on my Instagram.
Right.
But what was so cool about it, so we've already played a game. This is a rematch.
That's what I was about to say. Y'all playing another game?
So we played a game during the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And each team had a former pro QB player. We had Brett Favre, and the other team had Mike Vick.
Right.
Oh, I got something about that. Hold on, wait. You ain't finna just slide in there and just my other team had Mike Vick. Now she didn't mention to y'all that she picked off Mike Vick. Nah,
a little DB in there.
She's just gonna slide that in there. Yeah, Mike Vick is over there. But yeah, she picked off Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know not many people. I can't say that.
No, I cannot say that.
That's crazy. Keep going though. I had to let the people know because you try to slide by there.
Right.
Thank you. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, Favre threw like 4 interceptions.
Well, come on now. That's what Brett do.
Damn.
He might give you 3 touchdowns one game,
he was
5 picks the next.
It just seemed like he just wanted to show off his arm. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then like he had this dry sense of humor. Like he was out there. First of all, he was out there in some Wranglers.
He had them tight ass, big ass Wranglers on.
The commercial was not.
He had them boot cuts on. Yeah, he probably wanted to Steve Austin them.
And then we're like looking to him like, what do we do? We're down, and we're just like, what do we do? And he just says this. He's just like,
go deep.
He's just like, score.
Score. What?
I was like, yo, like, tell us, like, you want me to hit this slant? Like, what do you want me to do? Guess what? My team is so heated that they're like, we need to have a rematch. We're going to do it during the NFL draft. Yeah. And Favre's off. We're getting Matt Hasselbeck.
Damn. They didn't boot it, my man.
How can you imagine getting the boot?
That's hilarious. Everybody said, let's just go score. Bro, listen, I coached 3rd grade flag football. Okay. Feyzan, my producer, the guy you've been talking to, he done heard the footage of me coaching my guys. I literally we'll say, hey, go score, go run that way. That's something I say to 3rd graders, man.
Wow.
I can't imagine the Hall of Fame Brett Favre saying, hey, man, just go score. I don't give a fuck.
Just go score. Just professional athlete.
Watch me drop back in these Wranglers and toss this thing around.
I know.
Now, once again, you get called up to some more stuff. You should go try to hit that lotto. I'm pretty sure you will win. You got you're the 2-time $100,000 winner of the House of Highlights. And you threw some passes to Steph Curry to pregame at the Warriors. But what is going on? How do you do all this stuff?
She got everything. She had everything.
For a while after I graduated college basketball, like I've torn both my ACLs. I tore my first ACL. You sound like my sister.
She did the same thing.
Yeah, and so mom and dad were just like, Jenna, like you need to start thinking about other stuff than basketball, So I was gonna do the whole like sideline sports reporter thing, but then I really got hit up with coaching basketball. So I was like, I'm gonna do this the rest of my life. I'm gonna coach basketball and I'm gonna be a teacher. So for 2 years, I was a varsity girls basketball coach at Calabasas High School and Thousand Oaks High School. But at the same time, I was getting this following. Yeah. And so the kids, when I'm in class, they're like, oh, Jenna Bandy 21. I'm like, it's Miss Bandy.
Oh, damn. Kids disrespect.
I was 24 as a head coach.
You will get called by your head.
Right.
Yeah, I would call you by your first name, IG name, Twitter name. Hell yeah.
She's not an adult yet.
No, she's not an
adult. When COVID hit, March Madness, everything stopped. Yeah. So like, I'm like, well, I need to make some money. And also this coaching thing has been really tough. Parents, like anytime there's a threat to their playing time or just my disciplinary concepts, like it was just straight to my job. And I'm just like, I have a lot of ammo. I think I might just like put 2 feet into this influencer thing. So I'm like, mom, dad, I'm going to drop out of my teaching credential. And I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be an influencer.
And it
was weird though, 'cause for a while, I really didn't accept it. I had a following though. Like I just didn't like the stigma.
So where did you go? How many followers did you go in at?
I want to say I already over 100K. Like,
okay.
So
yeah,
like, I was
yeah,
like, you
yeah.
could call me,
Right.
you could say that I'm an influencer, you know?
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to be. But so in 2021, I was invited to the House of Highlights Knockout Showdown. And that was during All-Star Weekend. It's during COVID. It was in March. And I was one of 8 people. And I was the only chick. And all these other people, like, they have big followings on YouTube. And they're really committed to being influencers, you know? And I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, I don't know why I got chosen to be here. But, hey, it's knockout. Right. We're from the free throw line. And everyone has 3 lives. And you can knock the ball.
Oh, you can play like... Oh, yeah.
No, you
can
play
knock
dirty.
people's balls,
yeah.
Right?
You play dirty. It's knockout.
So I'm like, shit, like, I know out of all these people, like, I played college ball. I have the most skill. But you can knock. So it's kind of free game, right?
Right.
So I went back and counted all the shots that I took. And I only missed 2. I went 18 for 20.
There you go.
And I didn't lose any lives. I didn't have to knock anybody's ball. And I freaking won 100K. It was...
That's how you do it.
So that kind of put my name on the map, you know? And I'm like, okay, I'm an influencer now. Like, I got to do this.
Okay.
And then 7 months...
Wait, I got before you get going to 7.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, not a lot of people that listen to this have seen $100,000. Seen $100,000 check, seen $20,000 check, $50,000 check. I want to ask, as a person that had that type of money, I want to ask you what them taxes look like. Did they tax your shit?
Yeah. So I definitely did get taxed. Like, I got like 29% tax. But then this is what's worse. So it was in March, right? I got that. 7 months later, I get invited to another showdown by the same company. Yeah. And it's a go-kart Grand Prix. And I won another $100,000. And I'm like, can I get the check in the next year? Right. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
so how you go to the go-kart stuff? How do you get to the go-kart? Go-kart ain't got nothing to do with basketball, football, none of that you've been doing.
No, it doesn't. So, House of Highlights, they were into putting on these showdowns. Their first showdown was a golf showdown. And then it was knockout. Then it was dodgeball. And dodgeball, you needed a team, a group. And then go-karting. And I'm like, I'm there. And I was one of 12. I was one of 2 girls. And just like the knockout one, like, I prepared. I practiced. I fucking
Okay.
How you practice? What, you went home and drove around in the neighborhood or something?
I went to the go-kart place that they said we were going to go to.
Oh, okay.
And I learned carts. I learned the track.
Yeah.
She watching her tape right now. I like that.
I like that. Like, what would you do if you had $100,000 opportunity?
Yeah.
Would you just go and wing it?
No, you gotta
go out there. Hey, you go. What you supposed to do, Jay? You go there, check that grass. See your cleats feel like out there before you go out there.
You better touch that grass before you go out there.
Grass.
I don't know how people do that. Don't go out on the court or the grass.
Like
around. What? You ain't touching the field first? Like, that's crazy.
Like, I look at the security people around there. Just gonna mean mother their ass. Especially away. Fuck you looking at me. But you are, like, you keep on talking about being an influencer. You basically becoming a branded mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you didn't mention, you feel me? She didn't mention the House of Highlights. I mean, multiple times, I just feel like you have these people or certain entities that's attracted to bringing you around, you know what I'm saying, their events. You know, do you see yourself as that, like a brand, like you got something going as a business venture?
Yeah, you know, like, I was like, wow, like, I'm, like, this is actually working out for me, you know? And YouTube, you know, you get the monthly revenue and then there's brand deals coming in and you're like, okay, like, now I'm taking pride in this thing, you know, because I've been authentic to who I am. Not like, most people, when you think influencer, you think, oh, she's a sellout. She's just showing her ass and tits. And you know what I mean? But like, I'm actually the same little tomboy that I grew up being, you know?
Yeah. Right.
So now it's kind of like, all right, how do I get bigger? How do I make more influence? Like, we're token this term influencer for a reason. right?
Right.
So it is, in a way, like, it's impressive what I've been doing, right? I'm a girl, I'm compete, I'm winning, but like, how can I actually be of more impact? So now I'm like, I'm creating a brand, and I really want to put other people on, and I want to kind of move into this next step where like maybe I can get on TV and do some like actual cool influencer
now,
stuff.
Does that mean like broadcasting, or does that mean just only like you go to these type events on like, I say, like, what do you mean as far as?
So
you gonna have your own show?
I want to kind of like collide my coaching background and then my social media presence together. Like, for instance, I want to host clinics and camps and tell my story, and then give other female athletes that I know the opportunity to tell their story to these little girls. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I grew up, and my competitive edge is because I was molded with a big brother that never let me win in anything, you know? But not everyone grows up like that.
Yeah.
I was always playing at 24-hour fitness and playing on the blacktop with a bunch of dudes. It's like, girls these days, it's just like, you don't see that. You don't see them just out there.
You definitely don't.
It's their confidence and the competitiveness. And it's like, how can we inspire that?
Yeah.
You know? So I just, I want to do more.
Right. I like that.
Now, would you get back into the broadcasting? Would you try to take that lane? Let's say, you know, TNT come be like, hey, we need a
ESPN,
we need somebody out here, you know, do some live reporting.
I don't know about right away getting into like broadcasts or analytics or on the sideline. I kind of want to see if there's a way to do something that is that kind of hasn't been done before, like something that's still personality based, but like just a little bit different. I'm not ready right now to just be behind it all. Like, I still want to play.
Right. I feel you.
You know,
yeah.
I want to do stuff, but you know, I definitely later down the road, I definitely can do the sideline or TV hosting type of thing.
Not only are you a host and influencer, but you a hustler. Now you out here making one-on-one. You playing one-on-one for money. Now, you don't see that in every community. You know, our community, we saw it often, but not everybody's community. Now, what prompted you to start playing hooping for money, one-on-one?
For money, though.
Was it the influence? Like, was it for the you know, the gram? Was it for social media, or was it like you just really another part of you talking your shit at the same time?
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wanted to be different, and you know, there's not many girls doing this, let alone even just like putting money on it. So I'll go to Venice and I'll challenge strangers to like a shootout.
Yeah.
And then I'll also, but also, you know what it is? I actually haven't asked anybody to put their money on the line. I say, if you can beat me, you can beat me, you can win 100.
Yeah.
But the next level to that is being like, no, you put your money up too.
Yeah.
And let's do this, you know?
Have you had anybody that's like, oh, nah? Or, I mean, I feel like most people should take that. If you offering your money, then
exactly.
They have going to 5, right?
That's what I tell them. You got nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. But I know that they're going to underestimate me. Yeah. And it's a movie in its own, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Now, what's the Basketball Beauties League? Now, we saw that a part of your bio. And we haven't.
I actually saw some clips of that.
Oh, you saw clips? Okay, I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't been.
She out there hooping.
Okay,
she be out there.
You know,
mid range on point. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, the Basketball Beauties League. It started as an entertainment league for just like models and actresses, but then it really started to expand and They were letting anyone really, but the name Basketball Beauties is just like such a good catchy name. Yeah. Right? So we do have like certain ambassadors that are like faces of the league, like myself, and then like this girl Cookie and Brittany, and you know, like, so it's really cool. There's an MC on the court and he'll call you out and all right, everyone, ISO, here we go. You know, we've traveled to New York and played a Basketball Beauties team at Rucker Park. And LA versus New York, like it was legit. But that league kind of like really filled that void for me that, like, you know, I never tried to go overseas or pro, and so
Why didn't you want to try to go overseas or go?
Like I said, like I tore both ACLs, and I kind of was like, mom and dad, really, I regret it, but also at the same time, if you think about it, like I grew up aspiring to be in the WNBA, being a professional athlete. But if you think about it, I am a professional athlete.
You still a professional athlete.
Yeah, well, you get checks for 100 grand, goddamn. Hey.
Right. Ain't no way around it. Like, you a professional athlete out there.
Yeah.
Now, you say you had aspiration to be in WNBA. We just had one of our great listeners of the show, long-time listeners, Auntie. She played in WNBA. What it was years ago, early 2000s.
Auntie Chantel?
Yeah. Man, I got a question for you.
She's called me out. I've called her out.
That's why I know her as we gotta set her talking. We need to set this up. Matter of fact, I need to call her. Do I need to call her? Because we need to set this up ASAP.
Right now.
That's funny.
So when is it gonna get done?
I don't know, because she lives in Atlanta.
Hey.
I live here in
Raw Room Media Group. we finna make some shit happen around.
Hey, we got it. We gonna secure the venue. All right.
We gonna secure the venue.
Don't worry.
That was one of my last questions to you before. Oh no, you said about your brothers. I did remember that you had a brother that played in the MLB.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he actually just retired this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's been playing pro ball. Been in the minor leagues, like up and down since he was 20 years old. He's 32 now. But yeah, he made it to the bigs. He was with the Angels and the Brewers for a total of 3 years in the bigs. He played catcher. And it's just hard, like the hitting slumps. Okay, you just get moved down to AAA, and then someone gets hurt. Okay, next call, you're out there. Like, so, but he did it, and he can hang up his cleats now and say, like, he made it, and I'll be there for his family. But Jet, so his name's Jet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My big bro, he's 2 years older than me. He, like I told you, like, he taught me everything about sports. Like, how to throw a football, catch a baseball, shoot a basketball. Like, but it was like, he wouldn't just teach me, like, the first thing wouldn't just be, like, the fundamentals. Honestly, he taught me, like, my first, like, crossover, he taught me to cross over, but then, like, put my, like do that with my head.
You gotta bob your head.
Like,
hey, just like a receiver.
No one was doing that. I was in third grade, and no one was doing the little head with it, like, I just even like fielding ground balls. Softball was my first sport. Like, fielding ground balls, if you had a little bit of extra time, because that runner's throw, he's just like, just double pump that shit, like, just have a little, like.
You give it out some swag tips. Hey, that's live as hell, giving out swag tips. Now, before we get out of here, we appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for coming in, messing with us, hitting us with some great stories. I do want to give a quick shout out to Maya LaFleur. You were speaking on a YouTube women's. Was that a flag football, or are they like full contact?
It's flag football. Game.
Okay. Well, Maya LaFleur, that's my cousin. She plays in a they full contact league.
Full contact.
And I know she had the T's on the team in St. Louis, the St. Louis Slam. My girl just went up last week. She had 15 tackles, 5 TFLs, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. My girl was getting off. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. She ain't just a hoop. Oh, yeah, she played basketball, too. She hooped. Yeah, she went to Austin P. But she put them pads on for the first time. Now, you know what I'm saying? She asking her brother and myself for swag tips, backflaps and shit. So we finna get her right out here. Yeah,
you gotta get
shout out to her one time. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, though, for tuning in. And we can't wait to see you breaking some more records. Hopefully, we're going to set this up with you and Auntie, because I got to see that go down.
Right. I need to see another pick out there on that.
Got to see another pick. We going to,
I want a touchdown. That's what I want.
You should have got a pick 6.
What would your celebration be? What would your celebration be? Don't say the gritty, please.
No, I can't even do that.
Oh, wow.
He said,
wow. I might just throw LeBron with it. I might just go,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Henry.
Jenna, when you catch the pick, you got to set it up. You got to hit him, like,
Go inside, take them in, and then take it back out.
To the hash marks,
that's
and
what
then break it back out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
I don't have the, like, I can't juke nobody. I'm learning that right now.
Hey,
okay.
I got you. Look, on Thursdays at 4:30, come out here. We practice in third grade.
Right.
I teaching them all the moves. Oh, we out here in Nashville. Unless you got the PJ, we out here in Tennessee. You can't. Hey,
crap!
I hit up somebody out there in LA. One of my peoples out there.
Yeah, we got to get you right.
We get them boys out there and mess with you. Get you some. So we got to see you score.
I'm learning.
We got to see you get in the end zone. But we appreciate you for tuning in with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
If you have something to say, need a place to help you say it, check out the boys at the Raw Room Media Group to get information on recording the session.
Appreciate y'all for listening. Hey, follow us. Follow us at the Raw Room, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me at Wesson_Son56 on Instagram. On Twitter, DB_5Trey.
Follow your boy JC, JCar_11, Twitter, Instagram, JCar_32. And the Raw Room is at raw__room.
Roomies, we appreciate y'all for listening. We'll tune in for your next week. Ease.